Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Airships Lost Flotilla. Today's beverage is a refreshingly light summer berries juice drink. So welcome back to the game, and previously we were playing the ram, which, spoiler alert, is all about a ram that comes with a ram. And I said at the start of that video, I don't think I'm going to get on with this vessel. I honestly thought that it was going to be fairly short because it seems very counterintuitive. Most of the, in fact, all but I think 2 vessels in the game that I'm aware of anyway, are all based on obviously some sort of range. Could be really long range, could be short, whatever, but it's not about basically going into melee, and that's what the ram's about. And well, I thought, you know what, we'll give it a go, and I was genuinely surprised when we got to the last fight. We were at the end just driving into hordes of enemies and just basically smashing through them. We had loads of armor. Our speed was exceptionally poor. You could probably crawl faster than the thing. I don't know if that was a mistake. And we managed to, I think, get the sort of the last big creature thing. I think we got it to maybe about half health. I don't know whether it was pilot error or not, or whether just the build, the nature of the beast, with it being, like I say, this ram. We didn't get a win off that, but anything over wave 10 I do think is a success. And I'm always up for the fun rather than the winning at all costs. Anyway, we're going to have a look at another couple of vessels, and specifically we're going to look at the bomb vessel. 17 HP, 1 armor, 210 speed, 130% degrees per second turn rate. So it's not amazing, but it's, you know, it's fine. The main takeaway though is it comes with a bombard, which is got an 120 explosion radius. We've also got a rifle there as well, but plus 30% explosion radius as a passive for the bomb vessel. So basically what I'm trying to say is we're going to be all about the explosions on this one. And again, I think focusing on one particular thing might be a recipe for disaster. However, as long as it's fun, I'm not really too bothered. Let's go to bomb vessel, and we need to select our captain. I did think about going with Flotilla, I believe that is pronounced. You become vulnerable, all enemies become vulnerable. So vulnerable enemies with massive explosion, that's pretty good. But yeah, I'm not really convinced on that one, to be honest. We've got Palmerston, extra damage, but plus 30% enemy shot speed. Okay, but the damage is pretty good. Or cancel all vulnerability resistance, so you can become vulnerable, but you're not forced to be vulnerable. But you can't be immune to it either. There's also another one that I've been wanting to try, which is Father Tesseract. Minus 100% vulnerability chance, minus 100% stunned chance, so you're a bit of a tank, but you're chased by 3 cultist warships. I've not tried it, and shall we give that a go? Yeah, go on, we'll give it a go. Medium fight. And let's see what we've got going on here. For wave 1, we've got... Oh, look at that. You can see the shots come in there. That was shots coming in from this guy here. So, yeah, we'll have to be fighting these guys off at the start of every wave, and good grief, we're already taking a fair amount of damage. Alright, and we've been hit there, and good grief, we're already on under half health already, which is pretty bad. I'm just hoping that we can weather these cultist warships. This seems to be really difficult, actually. We've taken one of them out there. I do definitely need another weapon of some kind. Looks like we're going to get hit, which is a bit of a shame. We've got 8 HP. I'm hoping the Bombard's going to, take them out like that, which is pretty good. We've got 6 HP. I'm not confident in this run already. Let's see, how we get on. But yeah, those cultist warships are an absolute nightmare, aren't they? This is the first time I've tried this captain out, so it was always going to be a bit of an experimental thing. We definitely want to get some more weapons sooner rather than later. So we've got grenades, so explosion radius is all good, but it's quite short range. But truth be told, I think we just need to get another weapon. What else do we have? Extra firefighting speed. Reinforced hull is plus 30% HP, minus 10% speed, plus 3 ram damage. I'm not really bothered about the ram damage, but 30% extra HP is pretty good. Engine nerding, plus 10% repair speed, that's always good. And minus 10% weapon upgrade cost, that's I'm not convinced, but I'll lock it. I do think I'm going to go with reinforced hull straight away, and you can't go wrong with firefighting speed. Careful aim, a minus 10% range, but plus 20% damage. That's even better for this build. We've got a couple of upgrades options for the grenades. So one of them is fragmentation grenade, larger explosion radius. I am going to go for just large, big explosions. The other one is incendiary. Heavy bombard, massively increased explosion radius. The fact that I use the words massively is surprising. And then howitzer, faster shots and no minimum range. Okay, that's not terrible. I'm going to go with next wave, I think. So we've got anarchist, which is a hard fight, and then jellies, which is normal. After that, we're going to go... Oh, that's a bit of a struggle one. Yeah, jellies, that's a hard fight as well. But then we can go wreckers. Okay, let's go with the jellies, and then we'll have to deal with that later on. I'm going to try and basically take out the cultist ships from the very beginning, and it looks like I've got at least a couple of them down, I think, or at least one. Let's just drive toward the other one, and there we go, we just ram through that. We do have lots of HP, so... You know, I'm not really too concerned about taking the odd hit. I think we've got 20. I think we might have 20 health, or maybe more. We're on 17 now. It might actually be a little bit more. Okay, fine. 30 seconds remaining. Not really too concerned on this wave, and we do have the cultist guys down. So let's just see if we can make a bit of a profit. There's a bombard firing again, doing its job, and the jellies are coming in, and no, not anymore. And let's go towards them here and get the bombard firing away. The actual muzzle velocity of bombard's not terrible. It's good enough. And I'll see if we can get over here and get a bit of loot. And there we go. So 48 enemies destroyed, and accuracy is poor across the board. But you know, we're not really about that. Auto aerial mines. Now that's 7 damage, and it it will do the job. But I'm not going to pick that up for reasons that will probably become clear in a following episode. Basically, there's another ship that is armed with that from the get-go, and I want to focus on that then. Right, we've got careful aim again, which is reduction in range but plus 20% damage. So that is like 40% extra damage. I'll take that one. We can go with larger explosion radius, or I can wait and pick up the heavy bombard. You know what? I think I'm gonna wait to pick up that heavy bombard. Internal strut, plus 25% HP and plus 3 ram damage. I'm going to pick that up. I think that might be pretty good for this vessel. If we're just focusing on just gaining lots of HP, we're on 27 HP, so that's fairly handy. Auxiliary rudder, 60 generic units of currency. Reduction in speed, but increase in turn rate. I don't think we really need that in our lives. No, I think we're going to go next wave, and it's either giant bees, very hard fight, or jellies, which is a hard fight. We've seen, what we can do against the jellies, so let's see if we can get this ram. There we go, straight through. That does seem to be the maybe the way forward. You just take the fight to the cultists and just accept, you know what, you're going to take a bit of damage, but whatever. You're going to have to take them out eventually, and it's best to not having them, basically following you throughout the entire run. So yeah. Anyway, so those 3 are now gone. Obviously, we did lose a little bit of HP doing that, but nothing we can't handle. Bombard is working well. I'm hoping I can get enough money to be able to get that bombard upgraded, but I'm not confident actually. But we'll see what happens. Looks like to be a fairly big amount of scrap of these. We'll grab all that and we'll go back up to the top. When he says 150, I think that is in total, isn't it? So we won't have enough for the end of the run, but I think we actually gain 50 at the end of this anyway as a passive. Yes, we must have done 244 generic units of currency, and well, I'm going to go with massively increased explosion radius. I've also been offered rockets, and well, yep, we're going to go full explosion. So we've got a short-range grenade, we've got a medium-ish range rocket, and a fairly long-range heavy bombard. The only thing we haven't got is the aerial torpedoes, and trust me, if they come up, I'm going to have to have some words with myself, because I'll end up selling one of these and going down that way. I don't think we really need anything else. Extra reload speed and extra accuracy. I haven't got the experience, and I don't think... I mean, the reload's nice, but... Yeah, we don't really need the accuracy. We're not about that. Okay. I think we'll next wave that. So clockwork wasps, wreckers, and flying crabs. After that, I'm just going to check some more of these out. I think I'm going to go with the wreckers, because then I'll get options for clockwork cubes and the legionnaire jellies, and yeah, that's alright. So we'll go with wreckers. And we can see we now have rockets on the front. So where are the opponents? There's some wreckers there coming in. And we've also got the cultists on their way to us, and we're on fire. Okay, so this is a bit of an issue. That's, yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Looks like that's been put out. These guys are coming in. I'm going to have to try and move my way around them. These guys are meleeing down the bottom there. I haven't seen the other cultists yet, so I don't know where they are. Okay, there's another bit of fire. Sadly, we are now under half health and still not anywhere near finishing the fight. Okay, I'm just going to have to run away from this one. We've only got 9 health. Are we going to be on fire again? No, I did manage to bounce it, but that's not what you need in life. A big spawn right on top of us, and we're on fire again. 10 seconds left, getting hit massively at the back. 5 seconds, 1 HP. We put the fire out, and please don't hit me. That was more difficult than I had any right to be. Right, okay. What can we go with now? We do have engine pods, which is increased speed and turn rate. I'm going to lock that, because that might be something that we go for. I'm thinking I'm going to go with... Oh, I can't even go with engineering because I've only got 71 and I need 80. You've got flat guns, you've got scavenger hub, which it'll be pretty good, but again, it's all a money issue now. Plus 10% accuracy per stunned enemy is not going to help out. Constant experimentation. Reduction in reload speed, but increase in XP game. And... yeah... swift reflexes, actually. We can pick that up. Minus 10% enemy speed and minus 20% enemy shot spread. Hang on. Minus 20% enemy shot spread. So it's a tighter grouping. Really? Oh, speed. Sorry, enemy shot speed. I'm going to go with that, actually. Yeah, I read it as spread with speed. We've got jellies, we've got clockwork cubes. You know what? We've had great success with the jellies, so I'm going to get on that, actually, because we've done all right. We do get a couple of allies here, so that's all good. And let's just head down to this guy, and there we go. They're now dead. We've got another couple of these guys, so we'll deal with those. We'll see if we can deal with all 3. Yeah, we can deal with all 3 there. Okay, so over to these jelly... Ooh, they're new. That's new, isn't it? I don't think I've seen those before in the game before. Those are a bit weird. We've got this, like, mother jelly and all the little ones around. Alright, interesting. Interesting. I don't know if that's because I've recently unlocked something and there's another set. Oh, they're getting more waves. Okay. I mean, this is sort of good for us, though, because at the end of the day, they are in a big, small, tight grouping, which means that, well, explosions, right? Although they are getting a little bit close for comfort, for my liking. I'm just going to ram through them, actually, because we've got the HP, and good grief, abort the whole mission. Okay. And there we go. Right. Yeah, it's called a shield jelly, a javelin jelly, centurion jelly available. Okay, interesting. Right, engine pods, not bad. Suspendium shrapnel. 240 generic units of currency. Plus 30% explosion radius. Okay. Right. Not bad. We got a Doctrine of Terror. -1 escort slots, but an enemy becomes scared every 0.2 seconds. I'm going to pick that up for the 300 XP, and then we've now got more upgrades options. So more range and accuracy, that's stabilized rockets or rapid fire rockets, smaller, more plentiful rockets. Well, I did say the focus on this run was to do with, yeah, bigger exposure radius, so I will pick that up. Or do I want to wait for the suspendium shrapnel? I think I do. Yeah, I think I do. I'm going to wait for that one. How much would be this 150 for the Eternal Struts? No, we're not going to bother. Right, over to Anarchists, and let's see if I can deal with this one okay. So there is our Nemesis, and clunk, and they're gone. And then ram through those guys. These guys do have bombs that set you on fire, which... Fire is just a nightmare to deal with in this game. It really is. Right, let's head towards the cultist ship, and there we go. Actually, are there actually ones that set you on fire? I'm not too sure. I'm doubting myself now. Either way, we are pushing them around, because that is... yeah, I was going to say, yes, it's definitely Bernie, that. We're definitely on fire. Okay, where are we on? 26 time. Seconds remaining, should I say. And let's see, down to 16, 15, and we'll be able to hopefully just pick up the rest of this stuff here. I think, what's our health like? So it's 15 and going down, but yeah, it's pretty much game over on this one. So there we go. Can weather the rest of this damage. There we are. So I'm going to go with the Suspendium Shrapnel. So massive explosion radius across the board. We're going to go with... what else do we want to go with? I don't think I need engine pods. It doesn't feel like it. Ballistics. Plus 20% range and minus 25% shot spread. Yeah, we'll get the range off that, and larger explosion radius off the grenades. And I don't think I need anything else, really. I'm going to have a cheeky refresh, and there's... nothing great there. Oh, plus 3 reload speed per vulnerable enemy. No, we don't have to be doing that one, are we? Okay. That's not bad. Overloaded weapons. Minus 50% reload speed, so not firing as fast. But plus 15% damage and explosion damage per armour. We do have one armour. I've locked it. I'm not convinced, but we'll keep it locked. We've got wreckers, and then after that, more wreckers and clockwork cubes. I'm going to go with... even though pirates it says hard, I'm going to probably do it, because wreckers, again, it's the whole fire thing. Yeah, go on, we'll try it. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. So, towards the the cultists, which is... it's an interesting captain. I don't know how... effective or not they are, but you know what, we're doing our thing, and yeah, we're having to maneuver around here, but the enemy's getting shaken all over because of the explosions and such. The Bombard would very much like to level up again, but it's going to be probably in the 800 sort of mark cost wise. So yeah, there we go. So you can see we've got lots of explosions here that's taken out the fuel, like swathes of opponents, which is exactly what we want. We want to face off against lots of weak opponents rather than a couple of really tough ones. So there we are. So we're going to go down... actually no, we're not. We're going to go towards this area because there's just going to be a massive explosion. Another one there, and a couple of extras, and then we'll pick this up, and then there we go. Another decent fight. There's the Ritual Circle, which I've had a lot of fun with in the past. I've got options for rockets, more range and accuracy, or smaller, more plentiful rockets. How much is the Bombard? It's 840. Auto-loading heavy Bombard. Faster reload speed. Pretty good. Yeah, the overloaded weapons. I mean, no. Something just doesn't sit right. Not for that. We do have an option for a flame skyboat. That could be the way forward, because if we do face off against something that is a bit bigger, at least the fire will do damage to them. I think I'm going to pick it up. Yeah, I think we'll give that a go. How much? Okay, there. Gunnery training. Don't really need that. Let's have a refresh. There's a gun skyboat. I think we went right with the flame skyboat. And look at that. 1,125 experience for Doctrine Horror. Fear spreads and afraid enemies become stunned. stunned enemies while getting blasted by lots of rockets and explosions. That's going to be fairly naughty. Anyway, over to wreckers. I'm not a fan of wreckers, not in this thing anyway, but whatever. We'll do what we can. You can see it's actually turning around and running the other way. I'm not a fan of wreckers. It's just the fire. That's the main thing. Just I don't like the burny bit of the wreckers. But okay, whatever. We'll do what we can. And we're already... Oh, God. So we're 40 seconds remaining. We've only spent 20 in-game, but we're already nearly half health, so that's a bit concerning. I'm just going to have to try and box a bit cleverer. Trying to keep them at range, because we do have that Bombard, which is alright. Let me go ahead and come down to pick up some of this scrap and loot. I don't know what the correct term is. I should probably look it up, but there we go. 15 seconds remaining, so it was a bit naughty at the very beginning there. I think it's because we were all clustered in, and going on fire at the very beginning is, yeah, it's a bit risky, but let's see about grabbing the rest of this, and there we go. Okay. We have options for a rocket barge. We have tried that before, and it is pretty good. It's just... yeah, we've already got this flame skyboat, so maybe I'm not going to bother with that one. More range and accuracy or smaller plentiful rockets? Smaller plentiful rockets might be the way forward. 275. I'm going to have a cheeky refresh, see if there's anything else on this list. We've got gunnery officer and gunnery training. Extra reload speed is good, but it's a lot of experience, and maybe going for this doctrine upgrade is the way forward. More range and accuracy or more plentiful rockets? I'm going to go with plentiful. Yeah, because just more send. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Plus 10% repair speed. Yeah, I'm gonna get the engine nerd. So we got Elder Sky Urchin, very hard. Okay, hard dragons. I can't be dealing with dragons. I'm going to go with the fungus, and then we're going to go either Elder Sky or the clockwork cubes. The cubes, again, probably going to be a bit of a problem, but yes. Anyway, so we're already firing down there. There's the urchins, and you can see we're absolutely spamming rockets now, which is what we said we were going to do. And obviously the spread is absolutely horrible, but it is what it is. Let's see if we can drive straight through the... through the opponents there. Remember, we do have armour, so we do have a little bit of protection there. The enemy is taking a... Is this the vulnerable cloud, this thing? Extinguishes fires. There's something else it says, but it was making a lot of noise, so I thought I'd drive out from that one. Bit of ramming there. We took damage, but well, look at all the pickups here. This is brilliant. And was this a hard fight? I think it might have been, but we've done all right. Again, anything that doesn't set us on fire and anything that we can batter around is the way forward, because they are a hard opponent. There we go. There's cannons. There's howitzers. Okay, howitzers. We have a bombard. No, I don't think I'm going to bother with that one. Float grog, crew weapons, alchemist, plus 50% explosion radius and damage. There's the end of that chat. Right, so we picked that up, and we're going to go to the next one, and Elder Sky Urchin or Clockwork Cubes. After that, it'd be pirate battleships on nomads, and then some more Sky Urchins again. There's the Sky Jungle. Okay, actually, I'm going to go down to the Clockwork Cubes, even though I don't really want to face it off against these. The reason I'm doing that is I want to try and take out these. I want to go to Sky Garden, basically, because I've only ever been on it once, and it was an absolute nightmare. And yeah, I got I think the term is utterly destroyed. But the big difference is this. That's a very spammy sort of enemy, and well, we do have, as you're aware, lots of explosion. So we can hopefully just take them out en masse. There we go. Looks like there's some cubes down the bottom. I think we'll end up dealing with them in short order. Yeah, they're gone. And, well, we're going to head into here. 15 seconds remaining, half health. I think we should be alright. Unless these other cubes get a good hit, but it looks to be fairly alright. I'm not going to go towards these cubes because we can ram through. We have the health, there we go. Right, so, first things first, full metal jacket, plus 1 additional piercing. Not even bother about that one. Howitzers and bombards. We could just go with triple bombards, but it's not happening. Not with the rockets and the grenades. I think that's a nice middle ground. I think we are going to go with as fear spreads and afraid enemies become stunned. Okay, so we'll do that. And next wave, we got pirate battleship, which is very hard, or sky nomads. It's a very hard fight. Defeat the pirate warlord allies, navy corvette, and navy corvette. I could go with nomad skyboats or go with fight alone. It depends. We need to kill more nomad skyboats for research. I think that's going to settle it, really. And it's not a hard fight. Okay, so we'll go here. And we can see we've got a... I think that's a new opponent as well there. See the one going on the right there? This weird looking thing. And here's our nemesis. We'll do a bit of cheeky ramming, and there we are. Yeah, so seeing new opponents. I think that's because I've done some research and whatnot. So that's all good. You can see they are firing away, and then they are turning round. Should be able to get closer. Oh, don't really need to get closer when they explode. And there's another opponent. Pretty cool. It's nice to see all the new content. And we've hardly taken any damage on this fight, which is all good. Let's just see about picking all this up here and firing away. You can see our flame skyboat doing its own thing. Armor's taken a hit there, but it did bounce the shot. That's all good. And see if we can get the last bit of pickup. Nah, shame. So, Nomad Raider, Nomad Hunter are now available for research. There's a magnificent cannon. Enemy becomes afraid every 0.5 seconds. Well, you would be if that thing's firing at you. Plus 20% shot speed for special powder. Not bad. We've also got a larger explosion radius. Enemy become vulnerable. Vulnerable enemies that are also scared and stunned. That appears to be the way forward. Right. Stunned enemies are also vulnerable. Sharpshooter training. 30% vulnerable chance. Stunned enemies are also vulnerable. So we're just going to spread the vulnerability out and then just make lots of explosion. Next wave, Sky Jungle. Wish me luck, because I haven't got a win off this one. So there is a couple of good hits straight away. And you can see that we've got like all of these bugs and stuff come in. But we've got, obviously, lots of melee. And that's the thing that I had a lot of problems with in the past. See these horrible vines? Whereas hopefully now, because of the explosion, we can take them out, which looks to be the case. Okay, I can't remember what vessel I was in while on that one, but it wasn't a fun time. Put it that way. Well, yeah, big explosion there, and let's see about taking these guys out. These are mines, by the way. Them red things, I believe. Looks like we've got 16 seconds remaining, and we've got a bit of a melee thing here. I'm just going to go up the top and see if I can get myself a little bit more loot. And I'm going to drive straight through this thing, and oh, apparently not. I'm going to get hit. And there we go. Okay, that's the first win on the Sky Garden, so happy with that one. Happy with that. Right, battlefield presence, plus 20% hit radius, enemy becomes scared every 0.6 seconds. There's a lot of that going around. More HP and ram damage for the strut upgrades, or I could wait for a bombard. You know what? I'm gonna get the additional health. 30 HP, that's pretty handy. So we've got gargoyles, and we've got pirate battleship. After that, it's wreckers and the foreign treasure fleet, and then sacrificial barge. That sounds pretty good. Let's go with the pirate battleship, and we'll take the navy with us. And that guy spawns right next to us. And we'll take out this guy. There we go. And now we have to find where the battleship is. There it is. It's right next to us. And yeah, we've faced off against these before. This is what I was a bit afraid of. This is quite a large opponent. And good grief, we almost got destroyed. I mean, we still might, you understand. 5 HP with only 30... Well, we've still got half time remaining, so that's pretty bad. Okay, I'll just have to try and dodge the shots that I can. I might be able to simply just do a UE and come down here. 6 health remaining, and I don't really want to risk it too much, but I do still have to at least get some loot. 10 seconds on the clock. 7 HP. I think it is time just to run away. There you go. We survived. Right. We've got an explosive heavy cannon Mark II. Okay, and it's free. 25 damage. Radius 90. I think that's better than the rockets, you know. I'm going to get it. It's free. Yeah, why not? Okay. Swift reflexes. Minus 10% enemy speed. And minus 20% enemy shot speed. We've already got that. It's, how much is it? 453 experience. I'll get that. We're 14. Foreign treasure fleet or wreckers. Well, I do want to try and look at the sacrificial barge. Or legionnaire jellies, actually. I'm going to go with the foreign treasure fleet, and we'll bring the navy with us. Navy corvette. We have faced off against these guys before. Okay. That was a short fight for the cultists that are following us. So, yeah, here we go. We've got in the bigger vessel here. Speaking of that, there is a boss marker now on top right, so they'll be around somewhere. Just depends where these guys are. They're surrounding me here. I'm not confident this is going well. Okay, 20 seconds remaining with 6 health. This doesn't feel like it's going to be a success. I might just be able to run away. 10 seconds remaining. 5, 4, 3. I might get lucky. And I do stress luck. Yeah. Yeah, we did. Okay. Spike Caster. Bit of a weird name. Right, we've got extra... We could upgrade the Alchemist of Fear, which is explosions induce fear, increase explosion radius. High explosive Alchemist. Explosions stun enemies, increased explosion radius. So, we've got fear. Scared enemies become stunned. I could level up the Skyboat, but I think I'm going to keep that money to try and get either the Alchemist upgrade or the auto-loading heavy bombard. We're 15. Sacrificial barge. Another hard fight. Both of them are hard fights, unless I go with Legion. All the hard fights actually Legionnaire jellies as well. I think I'm going to go with sacrificial barge. Yep, we'll bring the navy with us too. I just think that, yeah, it might be interesting trying to take these guys on. Oh, there it is. It's already here. And explosions all over the place, because, you know, that's what we're about. And just trying to chase it down, and it's gone. Brilliant. Okay. Happy with that. Whew. That was a lot easier than the last fight, that's for sure. I think, again, because this is more of a horde force, there's a lot more smaller vessels. Yes, there's more of them, but it doesn't matter to us, you know. We just yeah, just bombarding them. And another big spawn there. Just taking that hit right on the chin as well. Okay, less than 10 seconds remaining. Half health. Decent fight. Okay, let's pick this up and we'll see what we can get next. That was a lot of experience, actually. So, we've got weak point elimination, which is 104 generic units of currency. But, truth be told, bigger Bombard, more better. Minus 5% reload speed, but minus 30% damage from fire. I've been moaning about fire forever. So if I didn't pick that, I think you'd legally be able to shout at me. Next one is pirates, and then cultists, and then go from there, really. So, let's see if we can take out our hanger-ons. I don't know where they are. I know they've got mine layers going around here. That's double wreckage. Yeah, that's lots of explosions. Double wreckage dropped by enemies in range. This is for the Greed Stella. So it says. So if we're trying to keep them around here, keep them inside that. Let me just get some good pickups here. So enemies coming in, but lots of explosions to deal with them. That's what we're all about. And nearly 15 seconds remaining. So I'm gonna pick this up. I wonder if there's a downside for us being in this. It doesn't appear to be. I'm just going to smash through these mines. I know it's going to take, we're going to take damage, but I'm also going to pick up the loot. So there it is. Good, decent experience. Monocoque redesign, reduction in HP. I'm not even going to continue reading. That's fine. We've got engineering training. Plus 10% repair speed, minus 5% upgrade cost, plus 10% accuracy per stunned enemy. I mean, that's good. It is good, because we do stun people. Scared enemies are also stunned. But we don't really need the accuracy. And I'd rather save that experience for something that's, like, you know, really, really good. I don't know what that thing is. I'm going to refresh. Dragon scale armor. Plus 1 armor, but minus... but... It's minus... It's plus 1 armor, minus 40% flammability. That's getting locked. I think I'd probably prefer that over the Alchemist. Yes, I know we're deviating a little bit from the whole fun of lots of explosions, but reduction in flammability, that was good. Yeah, well, next wave. Cultists. And again, bringing the Navy with us. This is I think this is the 3rd or 4th fight in a row that we've brought the Navy with us. So, ram through this thing. Ram through that thing. There we go. Tell you what, I think this is the most screen shake I've ever seen in the game. There we are. And the weird thing is, we haven't even got aerial torpedoes. I mean, it's probably a good thing, actually. Because I'm a simple person. I see aerial torpedoes, I click buy if I can. Whoa, we're getting pushed. There we go. Let's see if I can go away from that. 20 seconds remaining. 20 health. I was about to say it's about a third. It's about 1/3 of our health gone, and I think it is actually exactly a third. Because I think we have 30 health. Cos maths. 8 seconds remaining. Not a bad run. Not a bad run at all. See if I can get this last little bit here. There we go. We've survived. Good. I can't afford the dragon scale armor. I'm a little bit short on that one. Protectiveness. Damage taken in the last 6 seconds, plus 20% escort, reload speed. Don't really need that. Swift reflexes. Minus 10% enemy speed, minus 20% enemy shot speed. Yeah, we'll get that for the 3rd time. Because, you know, we can just sort of rush around. Idle of oppression. Minus 10% reload speed, but enemy becomes stunned every 0.2 seconds. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm going to save up the money for probably, yeah, the alchemy, I think. Yeah. Next wave, we've got foreign fleet, wrecker mothership, and giant owls. And then a grandfather cube. And then the kraken. I'm just going to... I probably shouldn't go with the owls because they are not really our thing. But I guess I'm gonna give it a go. Basically because it wasn't a hard fight. Oh, there's our nemesis come in. I was wondering where the shots were coming from because I thought traditionally owls don't tend to fire flaming orbs at you. Not the type that we are used to. You understand? We are getting hit here. The problem with the owls is that they're really fast, so our muzzle velocity it's not that great. And obviously our whole thing is explosions. We're on 12 health. I'm gonna have to try and survive this one here. It doesn't feel too good actually. Although our allies are definitely helping us out. 10 seconds remaining, and we're on half health. Under half actually, but I think we'll get away with it. We got away with it. Right, I have options now. I can either get armour and reduction in flammability, or I can go with Alchemist of Fear. Explosions induce fear, increased explosion radius. Don't think I really need that because we're coming against the boss now. Or stuns. I mean, the armor is good. Or we can go for a large flamethrower because we know we're versing the kraken. I'm going armor just because we have one armor anyway. Double down that a little bit might help out. Appraisal, double scrap value, pointless at this stage. Engineering training. Oh, armoured casements. Minus 10% reload speed, but plus 1 armour. Yeah, I'm going to get that. And engineering training. And refresh. Munitions training. I'll lock that. It's over 1,000 experience, but hopefully we'll get it. And I've had this engine pods locked since very early on, and I haven't bothered. Hidden Heart Idol, that's really good. Avoid death once per wave. Yeah. Okay, next wave. Grandfather Cube or Pirate Battleship. Both are hard. Help the local navy defeat Pirate Warlord, allies, Navy Corvette, and a Navy Corvette. And the Grandfather Cube is a giant clockwork cube. That's the one with the homing missiles, isn't it? I have a feeling the cube might be better, but we'll see about that one. The way I see it, we've got to this stage. We've got to wave 19. Pass or fail. It's been a fun run, and it's yeah, and yeah, I'd class that as a success. So the cube hasn't spawned yet. Oh, I didn't finish that sentence until then it spawned. So let's see about taking on the melee cubes here. There we go. Oh, see that missile coming in? I'm going to spin round and I'm going to head directly towards it. Hello there. And it's on fire now, which is good. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to keep it in that thing that's on fire. A couple of melee damage there. Oh, lots of damage coming in. But obviously we have armor. Weirdly, we're not even going to defeat the cube, but we did survive the wave. And it looks like a free upgrade for this thing, unless no, not a free upgrade. I just accidentally mashed space and got that done, I think. Never mind. Would have liked the Hidden Heart Idol, but the upgrade for the Flame Skyboat's alright. Oh, minus 10% reload speed for volatile explosives, plus 20% explosion radius, plus 30% explosion ignite chance. We don't need it, but I'm going to do it anyway, because the joke for what we've been doing. Alright, final boss. Win or loss, I think we've had a decent run. Yeah, we'll bring the Navy with us again. So, this is where we have to take on the Kraken. We've got all of these... guys coming in as well. I'm going to have to do what I can to take this thing out. Oh, looks like they've hit us there. I'm trying to get out of this thing, but it's not happening. Yeah, it's knocking us back. I've just rammed into it there. I mean, it is taking damage, but it's taken... The damage it's taken is, sadly... Let me see if I can get out of this one. Move, move, move. Yeah, the damage it's taken is less than I'm taking. Yeah. It's actually on half health now. I think I've only ever defeated the Kraken once. In fact, I might have only even played against the Kraken once. Whether or not picking up armour was the way forward or not, I don't know. What I do know is, explosions win. That's been a bit of Airships Lost Flotilla. Commander Worm Hook, minus 20% damage, minus 20% explosion damage, plus 20% speed. They're the speed captain. Alright, well that's been a bit of Airships. Enjoyed that run. It was very good. That was also the bomb vessel. We jokingly said, let's just have a run and make just more explosion, more better. Apparently it works out. You have to pick your opponents. That should be sort of obvious anyway, or should be. But yeah, I like that one. If I was to get maybe aerial torpedoes, that'd be cool too. But having 2 bombards and the grenades was pretty good. I'm glad I swapped out the torpedoes, not the torpedoes, the rockets. Yeah, that was alright. Well, I'm going to leave it there for now, and I'm going to do at least one more run of the game, because there is a new vessel, new to me anyway, that I shall show you in the next one, and that again is, well, it's focused on explosions again, so hopefully it'll be the same result, we can get a win off it. But if nothing else, hope you have enjoyed this run. Let me know what you think in the comments, tips, comments, suggestions, and as always, we'll go from there. Thanks very much for watching, take care, and generic partings.